Summary. Theme and Analysis. Byzantium by W. B. Yeats. Byzantium is a poem by W. B. Yeats that is part of his collection, The Tower, published in 1928. The poem is often considered as a companion piece to another of his poems, Sailing to Byzantium. Here's a summary, the theme, and some analysis of Byzantium. Summary. In Byzantium, Yeats reflects on themes of art, immortality, and the spiritual. The poem describes the poet's yearning for a world beyond the physical, where art and the human spirit can achieve a sort of transcendence. The poem references Byzantium, which was the ancient Eastern Roman Empire, as a symbol of this transcendent realm. The speaker seeks to escape the limitations of the natural world and attain a state of timeless existence through art. The poem, Byzantium, reflects Yeats's fascination with the ancient city of Byzantium, modern-day Istanbul, and its symbolic significance. It begins by describing a sage's musing on a holy fire and the desire to transform themselves into a mechanical bird. The poem then transitions to a description of Byzantium, where sages and holy men are depicted, and they engage in ritualistic and mystical activities. The poem ends with an image of a golden bird on a golden bough that sings of eternity. Themes. Art and immortality. The poem explores the idea that art can serve as a means to transcend the limitations of mortal life and achieve a form of immortality. Yeats contemplates the role of the artist in preserving the human spirit through artistic creation. The spiritual. The poem delves into spiritual themes, suggesting that the human soul can find a connection to the divine through artistic expression. Byzantium is portrayed as a place where the spiritual and the earthly converge. Analysis. Yeats uses vivid and symbolic language in Byzantium to convey the idea that the artist's work is a bridge between the temporal and the eternal. The poem's intricate imagery, such as the holy fire, the golden bough, and the sages, all contribute to the mystical atmosphere of Byzantium. The poem is often seen as a reflection of Yeats's later philosophy, where he moved away from the romantic ideals of youth to embrace a more mystical and symbolic approach to poetry. It can be interpreted as a plea for the preservation of art and spirituality in a world that is increasingly focused on the material and the transitory. Symbolism. Byzantium represents an otherworldly realm of spiritual perfection and eternal life. It is a place where art, mysticism, and spirituality converge. Transcendence. The poem reflects Yeats's preoccupation with the idea of transcending the limitations of the human condition. The sages and holy men in Byzantium seek to escape the cycle of birth and death. Art and creativity. The poem highlights the importance of art in the quest for immortality. The idea of transforming into a mechanical bird suggests that art can serve as a means to achieve a higher, timeless existence. Mysticism. The references to holy men and sages indicate the presence of mysticism in Byzantium. This mystical aspect of the city represents a spiritual journey and a search for higher knowledge. The Golden Bird. The image of the golden bird on a golden bough symbolizes the ultimate achievement of transcendent existence and the ability to sing of eternity. It is a powerful image of the soul's liberation from the physical world. Byzantium is a complex and richly symbolic poem that delves into the themes of art, spirituality, and the desire for eternal life. It is considered one of Yeats's notable works that explore these profound ideas.